Actually, it would help if I put the camera on. Good morning, everybody. We are going to be hunting Rayquaza. Sorry, you can't see anything just yet. We're going to continue our hunt for shiny Rayquaza in Ruby and Sapphire. I'm also going to probably play Emerald on the side. We'll see what we want to do. But yeah, 5,500 resets and counting. Good morning, Riley. What's going on? What's up, Danny? How are we all doing this morning? I'm gonna get these resets going. I'm excited. I think today's the day. Maybe not, but could have high hopes. Probably do like 500 resets here for this day, and then I'll continue doing something else. Yeah, I know we're free of the rubber bands until the next hunt on the DS. I feel bad. Hopefully people didn't get like offended over that, but me putting the text on the screen, it is what it is. Probably get some Aaron hunts in over here. I kind of want to do the Battle Frontier, but I feel like I need to focus more on that. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Playing Platinum, going for Living Dex and Shinies and Perfect Huntermon. Nice. I've been grinding all pretty much yesterday, playing Platinum, trying to get the, not the Living Dex, but just the Pokedex complete. I think I'm up to like 380. I just got Mesprit. That was really annoying to capture. It took like 50, 60 Pokeballs maybe. Maybe more. I don't think I want to capture the birds in that, the legendary birds. They're just so annoying. Like they got roost, they run away super high. If I have a dead battery, will that affect shiny static encounters? Yes, it will. In Ruby Sapphire, it will, and Emerald, I mean, it usually just does anyway because of the timing. So that looks very bright. Hold on a second. How bright is that? Why is it like that? Hold on a second. Why is the camera quality like poo-poo? What the heck? I don't change any settings. I don't understand it. Let me mess around with some stuff. Why is... I feel like it looks way too bright. What's up, Extreme? What's up, Amaryllis? I may reset this camera in a second. I feel like when I do this one, yeah, I feel like it looks like poo-poo Garbo. Let me, I'll keep the stream on, but let me fix this camera. This is annoying. Yes. Why you do this, camera? I pay good money for this. Don't worry, you're not missing anything. Yeah, this is way too high. Oh, there we go. Oh, we found it. Sure. Let's put it on that. Alright, we're coming back. Give me a second. I don't know how that got changed. Who's touching my camera? Are we back? Yeah, we're back. Alright. Thanks, Greg. Hopefully today's the day. You guys shiny bow. You guys got bow release screen yesterday. After 8 days of hunting, nice. I think it was something on my physical camera. Like the ISO was so much higher than I wanted it to be. So let's see how this looks. How's it going, Eduardo? About to start this new game. Kind of has to be the EV training thing. Hey, what are you worried about with the EV training? What's up, Zed? I mean, you just play the game, have fun, you know. And then, I mean, if you want to EV train later on, or I mean, you won't be able to use that with those Pokemon, but you don't need to do EV training to complete like the normal game or the main storyline. I think I tried every arena except for, all the facilities except for the battle arena. The palace is the one where they like pick their own moves, right? Then the arena is like the one where you get like the zeros and X's. That's the one I haven't done yet. I guess shiny hunting and doing the palace could be fun. Just kind of watching your own Pokemon do everything, you know? Hold on one second. Alright, we're back. I think for the palace, I did have at least 2 good Pokemon, I think, for it. We have that Hasty Flygon, my Bold, my Lotic, and I think... Actually, I have a Sassy Tyranitar, which supposedly is pretty good also, because the natures. The sassy T-Tar. I think, I unfortunately think that's a special attacking build, which I mean, it's still pretty good, but ideally it wouldn't. Ideally it would have like Rock Slide, Earthquake and stuff. You have a perfect Givel, Eevee Train, Jolly. I'm thinking about training a Jolly Garchomp too. It just seems so good. Such a cool Pokemon too. Who doesn't like hammerhead sharks? How's it going, RF? Happy Sunday morning. Another day, another Pokemon. I think for today's journey adventure, we're gonna just get to probably 500 more resets, so we'll be at 6,000. So I have a team that I want to use for the frontier, for the battle tower. And I built it already, so I really should use it before building any other team, but the team I was looking at with Gible or Garchomp is T-Tar, Garchomp, and then just some like special attacker. I mean, I think it's a pretty meta team that's already been pretty proven because Sans or Garchomp has Sand Veil, Tyranitar's got that Sand Stream, so their abilities synergize really well together, which is pretty cool, and they're both just really powerful Pokemon. What's up, Beavries? So that's kind of what I'm eyeing up. What's up, Byron? Love the videos. He's got a shiny Pokemon, or sorry, Floatzel. Pokemon MMO. Congrats. I still never tried out Pokemon MMO, but I've gotten a lot of people recommending it. I've been chipping away at this Aaron since like the summer, I think. How's it going, LOL? This Aaron's like on my list of things that I want. Not like super high priority. Yeah, I was thinking of Starmie as the third. I don't know, it just feels like it's such a meta team, but I mean, if we're going for the trainer card, and I kind of just want it anyway, we'll just maybe use the most OP team we can think about. And I was thinking Starmie as the third option with Garchomp and T-Tar, just because it's probably like the best, one of the best fast special attackers. I mean, Gengar is always like a pretty good option too. Get a shiny Scyther. Were you able to capture it in the Safari Zone? I mean, definitely like, I don't know, like a super meta all I'm at a team was still like dipping my feet into the Gen 4 Frontier. But like, oh, let me get like a sip of water. Garchomp's like super strong. Starmie's always really strong. Like Reggie, all the Reggies, Cresselia, I think even Heatran, really good options. What else am I thinking? I mean, there's a whole like leaderboard as well. I think Latios might be on that list. Yeah, having something that resists ice and water would be pretty helpful. They fortunately got those berries in that game, so you probably put like, I was thinking about putting like that ice berry that reduces the super effectiveness of ice moves on Garchomp. You got a lot of options. Oh, you get in the game corner. Forgot about that. Yeah, for the Aaron, we got the repel trick, so I got the level 12, so only Aaron and Sableye can spawn, but what am I doing? I am doing that. Why am I doing that? I'm using a Magnemite for the magnet pole, so we have an increased chance of getting Aaron, but I kind of think I should be trying to synchronize to try and get that good adamant nature. I think I just was using the magnet pole just because I wanted the shiny, and I was like, oh, I don't really care about the nature. I just want to make sure we don't get Sableye. Not that Sableye shiny is bad, it's just that the target is Aaron. And I'm kind of rethinking that for a second, but right now we'll just keep it how we got it. See, there's a Sableye. I think it puts you at like an 85 something percent, somewhere around the 80% chance for an Aaron versus a Sableye with this trick. What's your opinion? People say shinies got by using methods like SOS don't, not full odds don't count. I mean, like, at the end of the day, getting a shiny Pokemon is a shiny, like, regardless of the method, even if you, like, hacked it into your game. But I think, I mean, there definitely are easier methods of getting shinies. But, like, I don't... I mean, to me, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I prefer when the shinies have, like, the higher, I guess, odds of getting it. It just feels more rewarding, but, like, that doesn't devalue other games and methods, maybe. For, like, a lack of better words. I haven't done the Heart Gold team yet. I've been meaning to, but I've just been absorbed with trying to complete the Pokedex and Platinum. It's on my list. I gotta do that soon. I was actually thinking about starting it like this stream, but I kind of want to, if we stream Rayquaza, I kind of want to keep Gen 4. Sorry, I want to keep like the live stream within Gen 3 or Gen 4. Like, I don't want to combine them both. Shiny Last, one of the best shinies in the game. It's definitely a cool shiny. Really powerful Pokemon too, but yeah, definitely challenging to get. Come on, Rayquaza. I can feel it. I mean, this year I would like to get all the remaining symbols. I think I got like 5 symbols left. That's like the huge goal in the Frontier. I was actually refreshing my memory on the goals that I had in January, just to kind of baseline. So far, the only goal we actually completed was getting shiny Giratina in Gen 4. But Gen 3, I haven't actually really touched the game too much, other than trying to get this Rayquaza. But I haven't touched a Gen 3 Battle Frontier in a few months. I have tested out some like teams, and I think I want to build a Vaporeon for, so it'd be Vaporeon, Gengar, then Aggron for the the Battle Tower. I want to try that team out, try and get the gold symbol with that. If not, I don't know if this is like going against everything I stand for, but maybe just building a meta team and trying to get just the gold symbols in all the facilities. Like I don't know, I kind of just want the symbols. We can obviously go back, build more Pokemon, have fun, but I think, I don't know, at what point do I just say like, alright, I want to just get this symbol? Because like it's been like 2 years of grinding, and I get so distracted with so many teams and Pokemon to use. Like by the time I build a team and test it out, I'm already thinking about the next team. So it's kind of like maybe I should just build a team, get the symbol, and then go back to doing exactly what I'm doing anyway. Yeah, Riley, I really want to do Battle Factory streams soon. I think you, even like Motive, and pretty sure Beaveries too, all you guys are doing the Battle Factory streams, and it gets me hyped. What is your dream team for Heart Gold? I guess like a team that I did do, or like if I were to build a dream team for like a playthrough, what would it be? And I guess, is it shinies or no shinies? Or maybe a mix of both? You have to get the channel mascot, then it will unlock the good luck in the front. Yeah, agreed. I'm going for about, hopefully you get it today. I thought the last, I haven't streamed or tuned into your stream probably 2 weeks, but you were like over 80, I was pretty sure. There's Beavers, you got the factory gold on stream a few days ago. Wow, congrats. But getting the gold is easy, I guess. No, yeah, you got the, is that actually your first gold in the tower, Beavers? It's not the tower, sorry, the factory. I mean, the dome and tower, I wouldn't say are easy for you, but you've definitely exceeded the gold symbols. The level for the gold symbol, at least. Yeah, I would like to, once we get the shiny, there's some things I want to finish up in this game, like getting the Reggies and stuff, but that's for like a streaming. I would like to stream the factory. I'm just so bad at it. So I feel like people would maybe find, excuse me. I'm so bad at Frontier. I just make all these like oonga boonga decisions. I just feel like maybe people would find it funny, but they may also find it pretty annoying. So also, I don't even remember if I'm just keeping track of these errands. You want to start Gen 3 Forever Save, but I'm not sure what version to pick yet. Emerald or Sapphire. I mean, could always do both. I think Emerald's got more end game stuff, just because of the frontier and all those facilities. But I mean, like, you could start. So like, I guess me, for example, I got, this is my Forever Emerald. But I have right over here, I'm itching to get this Ruby cart restarted real soon and doing a forever on there. Just because why not, you know, it's kind of fun. And there are things that you can do in Ruby Sapphire that are just maybe better than Emerald. And I guess the only things I'm really thinking about at the moment are the pickup ability is a lot stronger. And you can rematch Steven in the Elite Four, which is pretty awesome. Maybe like 1 or 2 other things, but Emerald's probably the more popular answer, but there's some niche things in Ruby Sapphire. You're bad at the factory too. It's tough. And you gotta fight with your own mental state to try and not just pick the coolest looking Pokemon. Battle Factory is definitely a good challenge. Because obviously you don't bring any Pokemon, so you're making all these decisions on the fly. It's a good way to just experience different Pokemon as well, without having to like build them. Have you considered building teams with decent, not perfect Vs? I thought about that, but to the contrary, kind of to the flipping what you said, B-Freeze, on like the hacked version of the game, whatever, on the emulator online that I've been testing out sometimes, I use perfect IVs on all the Pokemon on like a team. If it works really well, then I'm thinking about like, I did one Aggron team. Now I'm going to go back and put like bad IVs on there and see if I can still have that same success. I guess if, in my head, if I can do that, prove it out with the good IVs, okay, it definitely works. And then if I do it with the bad IVs and it still works, then it's like, okay, I can just build this Pokemon in between there and it still should have some relative success, obviously. Like, there's some caveats and everything to that, but that is true, Riley. You do get Zangoose, Ruby, but also Survivor, Sapphire. Both shinies are so cool. Got 90 wins in Battle Tower recently. Oh, you're so close. Actually, wait, Battle Tower. In which game? I guess regardless, it's really high, but I'm just wondering if you got it in Gen 4, because then you're 10 away from getting the star on the trainer card. Although the pre-game, all like the pre-game Gen 3 stuff, or just Pokemon stuff in general, is fun. But like, I feel like the game really gets going and you have like pick your own adventures is when you get in the post game. We just did 100 resets. We're at 5,600 total on Rayquaza. I'm kind of, what's the word, more motivated to try and get this Rayquaza because I want to capture the Regis on this game as well, so I can transfer it to my Gen 4 files for the Pokedex. So I kind of can't really complete the Pokedex in that gen until we get it here, so there is some motivation for that. Yeah, we're grinding the platinum Pokedex. I'm up to like 380, I think, maybe 390. I just last night completed all the Sinnoh Pokemon minus Manaphy. Getting Mesprit was really, that took like probably 45 minutes to get Mesprit. Like after I locked it down with Mean Look, it took like 45 minutes. But yeah, now we got there's a lot of Kanto. And a lot, I think mostly Hoenn Pokemon I gotta get in that game. Yeah, I think I'm up to like almost 90 hours in the game. I think at like 100 hours I'm gonna make another like update video. I mean, realistically we have enough to chat about like now, but for like a half-hour video, but I don't know, I'd rather just grind it out and make it even a longer video. So I know for a fact there's these Reggies in this. I mean, I guess I could always trade. Okay, yeah, I technically I'm not locked up. I can always trade the Reggies that I have in Gen 3 up and then get the Reggies again and just move them over to Emerald or Fire Red just so I have them like in the game. I guess that's probably the more realistic option. I don't want to postpone the Pokedex because we didn't get the shiny or get a shiny Rayquaza. There might be like one or two other Pokemon that it's like pretty annoying to get, I guess, in Gen 4 unless you trade it up. Getting Carnivine is supposedly a pretty challenging one, but I got pretty lucky with that. It was the first day I checked, it was there, and then I found it within maybe like 10 minutes, and it went in the Pokeball the first time. I was like, ooh, nice. Oh, and yesterday, in order to get Glameow, the only way to do it is to play through Pearl, and you got to get to, I think, after the 5th gym because you need Surf. So that took about like 3 hours, but I got Glameow, so that was probably the most time-consuming Pokemon to get. Go for shiny Mewtwo Fire Red. I guess not that you reminded me, Steven there, or Stefan. I gotta get Mewtwo in Heart Gold Soul Silver. Transfer that over. Actually, what we gotta do in Heart Gold Soul Silver is beat Red in both my Soul Silver and Heart Gold so we can get those orbs to get Groudon and Kyogre. And if I'm read it correctly, you can only get Rayquaza in Gen 4 if you capture Groudon and Kyogre from Heart Gold and Soul Silver, supposedly. You're 3 days in the hunt. Hopefully it shines soon. How are the resets on the Switch? Or I guess are you hunting on the Switch or are you hunting on like a Game Boy? I'm just wondering how those resets are in the Switch, if anybody's soft resetting for things. What's up, Dark Templar? How we doing? I'm actually thinking about that. So maybe transferring up a Rayquaza for the Pokedex to my Heart Gold or Platinum, and then I could double hunt Rayquaza in Soul Silver and Heart Gold to try and get it in a luxury ball, but then that would require me to breed like probably 4 Smeargles, which I don't know if I want to do that. No, you just hit all the same buttons. It sounds pretty easy, I guess. You planning on continuing the Fire Red walkthrough on stream? I'll probably do that more on stream. I don't know when yet, like I don't know. I gotta find time for all these things. Like I really wanted to shiny hunt this Pokemon, this Rayquaza. But enjoying the Fire Red experience with everybody live is also a lot of fun, so I probably won't do it off camera, any Fire Red stuff on the Switch. Probably save that for streams, but I don't know, the next time I'm probably gonna stream, maybe next weekend. Should I DM with the coolest figure I own? Let me check this out. That's sick. Did you paint that? I feel like, I mean, I started to paint obviously some Warhammer stuff, but painting some Pokemon figures would be really cool. That looks really well painted. Yeah, that's what I heard. Cool, dude. It like has to be from Heart Gold, Soul Silver. You can't just trade it up to get Rayquaza. Which is kind of like a cool little challenge, you know? Yeah, my thing is I got so many like Pokemon things I want to do, and it just keeps like adding up, and then I don't like I don't cross anything off the list. And then things that I want to do get pushed to the back, and now I feel like this Rayquaza is starting to slide down, so I'm like, oh, we gotta get this. Or we gotta keep working on it at least. With 55 hours and in 3 to 4 days, that's grinding. Oh, that's pretty cool. My friend sent me a cool thing too. It's like a, what is it called? Like a taxidermy thing, something like that, where it's like in a case, and you like, it almost looks like it's like a, like they do with like foliage and like leaves, I think. But it's in like a case and it's like spread out, but it had like Rayquaza. I thought it was really cool. Or it was shiny, I think Mega Rayquaza. I was like, oof, that's fire. There's too many fun things to do in Pokemon. Your shiny Rayquaza from Sword and Shield transferred to Scarlet. I know this, excuse me. I know this channel is mostly about like the older Pokemon games, but I'm wondering what's people's opinions about the Gen 10 starters. I guess they got released was like a week ago, maybe something like that. I don't want to start like a huge passionate conversation, but just generally speaking, how do you guys feel about them? They're fire. Lizard good. All are fine. I'll let the water one first, but the ones grew in me afterwards. I finally got it set. Do forever in Emerald and build a full dex. Nice. On YouTube is the way to get Mew. You won't be able to like shiny hunt really, or soft reset for the shinies with a dry battery, but you still get the Pokemon. And like I gifted myself the Mew Deoxys. I thought there was one other one too. Why am I blanking out? Those event tickets, and then I had to hack Jirachi and Celebi in the game. But you can get, yeah, all the other Pokemon and get those mystery event tickets as well to get the Pokedex. It's possible. You get a zesty water starter for 4th time in a row, yeah. Lugia. I mean, I kind of stopped having, I feel like, an opinion about Pokemon generations for a couple years, maybe longer, I don't even know. I mean, they're definitely not for me, but I'm just excited if more people are enjoying Pokemon, you know? So, I don't know. Personally, I don't really care about them, but also that doesn't really mean much because I think the last, probably since X and Y, like everything after that, just, I got my cozy Pokemon generations and I'm just gonna stick to that, so. Yeah, I think they would highly likely do that. Hopefully they would do something with like Celebi as well, because Celebi and Jirachi. There's gotta be a way to get all the Pokemon, you know? You just picked up, you bought blue, put it down for a while. I guess the best thing though, it'll be right there when you want to pick it back up. So to give myself the mystery event, I mean, yeah, you need some, like at least on the original hardware, you need some, like you need a way to back up the file. So you need some like additional hardware and stuff. And you need to download, like you need like an SD card, some way to, and a DS Lite. Or actually, I guess there are multiple ways of doing this. I'd watch some videos online though. It's definitely possible. It depends how you want to do it. But I needed to do it how I want to do it, or how I did it. You need a DS Lite. You need like this like R4 card. You need a micro SD. Then you need some software. It sounds kind of complicated, but it's not. I think today's the day, Juno. I don't know. I was feeling it like an hour ago, but now I don't know. We haven't got it yet. I guess we've only been streaming for like 40 minutes, so. I think I have a video up of me completing the Pokedex, and I think in there I linked at least some of the resources I used. And if I didn't, that's something I should have done. Can you back up in Game Boy? So you can't back it up directly from the SP, but on the DS Lite, you can back it up. Because you can put it like in the thing on the bottom down here, and then you put like an R4 with a micro SD on the top, so you can like transfer the file to that. But again, you need to like format the card and then get software on the card before you even do that. I love Ruby too. That was my first experience in the Hoenn region. That's why I really want to like, I just got this. Okay, when I say I just got this, I probably got this like 2 months ago at this point. But I got that like Ruby kind of style Game Boy SP case or shell. And I want to start like a new save file on Ruby in that. That'd be cool. Yeah, Ruby's a great time. Yeah, Pokemon XD on all the GameCube stuff is pretty expensive. It's a great experience though, like if you do want to spend the money, but yeah, it is it's a lot. Yeah, I think GB operator is a way to do it too. There's definitely multiple ways, and there may be even easier ways now, because like when I started backing up my stuff, that has been like probably 5 years or so, maybe. I think releasing the old games on the Switch was, or like a new hardware, was kind of inevitable. I feel like a lot of people just really enjoy the experience of the old games, and the prices were getting quite expensive, and like just the playability, you know, like needing to get the, let's say an SP or something. It's just, I don't know, I feel like it was inevitable it was going to come to something new. I mean, I think it brings a lot of new people into the old generations, which I think is great. Like, again, for me personally, like I want to play on the old hardware. It just it feels more, I don't want to say real, but I don't know how to explain it. But I think a lot of people probably understand. But like, a lot of people who didn't play back then are now getting into the generation, which is like really great. And I think it's inevitable. Also, I think highly likely, I guess is a better way to put it, will bring Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald to the Switch, because people are going to want to try and complete the Pokedex and do all the Battle Frontier stuff as well. I mean, I personally don't really feel any different to the games or generations. But yeah, maybe hit that twice. Still have your child at SP. It'd be cool to find a GB version of it. Yeah, you can get, I mean, I buy like a new Game Boy, or I've been buying like a new Game Boy every now and then. Hold on, this is a little loud. Actually, hold on, yeah. I get them on eBay, my Game Boys. I like to get like custom ones. It's kind of fun. $200 to $300. What? Really? For Ruby? I thought it was like $200 for like Emerald. I feel like I should have bought like at least one more Ruby cart before it got super expensive. How's it going, Derek? Thanks again for rejoining. How's your weekend going? I think, yeah, now with if you have an analog pocket, like, which is the thing on the left, it's probably even easier to back up your files too, now that I'm thinking about it, but I haven't done that. In Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, if the battery's dry, you can't soft reset because the clock doesn't really work. Or it doesn't work at all. Yeah, you can get Rayquaza and Sky Pillar, Ruby, Sapphire. You just have to beat the game. There's a story that shows you. You're having a blast with the Battle Frontiers. What team you got cooking? I guess, Derek, didn't you find like essentially 2 back-to-back shinies or something? It was a Whale Lord, and then I forgot what other Pokemon you said, but that was like within like the same day. Get for Shiner Quaze after nearly 26k resets. Man, I hope this shiny doesn't take 26,000. And I guess every shiny though, doesn't every shiny kind of depend on the ID and secret ID, right? Yeah, that's a hunt. If I got over 20,000, like there's only a few Pokemon to keep going with. Rayquaza is one, probably Metagross. I'd have to really want the shiny for above that. I mean, at the end of the day, for like the price of a product, I think comes down to how much you're going to use it. Because I mean, if you can justify you're going to play that for 85 hours over the next, like, let's say a year or so, then that comes down to like $1 an hour of your enjoyment time. So like for me, like I bought like Emerald maybe a year or two ago. It was like $250, something like that, in that range. And I mean, to me, it was like whatever, because I'm going to probably get another couple hundred hours of enjoyment out of this game. So it's kind of like a no-brainer. Not no-brainer, obviously, but that's how I rationalize and think about, like, as buying stuff for fun. How many hours of entertainment is this going to cost? So here's the thing. Do I think the prices will reduce because of the Switch? I think I can see either it reducing or increasing a lot. Like reducing because, oh, it's like I can have access to this game on this new device. But then a lot of other people maybe see that as, that's a great game, I want it on the original cartridge. I'm gonna go buy that. Like it's almost like giving people an incentive. Maybe not newer people or like younger people, but like the more OGs who want like another like version of the game in like its original form. So I think it could go either way, to be honest. All I know is that if the prices do decrease, like I don't see a reason why I wouldn't buy some more. Like I love having these games. And I think the fact that you can only put one game on each cart makes it even more like scarce almost. That's one thing I kind of wish they added to the new thing on the Switch, is having multiple save files. Like why would you not do that? Like let me go play my game on this save file, then oh let me start a new game without erasing my old one. Like that doesn't, like you have multiple save files. Makes no sense. The Analog Pocket's really like a great device. Like, again, it doesn't really have, I made like a whole review on it, but it doesn't really give me that nostalgic feel to it. But the device itself is really good. The buttons are awful. The screen and battery life are great. You can like put a micro SD in the side and like run off emulators or ROMs or whatever. There's a whole bunch of cool things you can do that I don't do. You're making a new Emerald Frontier calculator. Can share the link here. I think you can try and post a link. I'm not sure if there's like restrictions to that, because you know people not spam stuff, but people send inappropriate things, and it's easier just to turn all those settings off or restrict people from doing so. If you want to email me, I can even throw it in some videos. I think people start to collect original games. Yeah, I think it's probably a good way to put it. It's either going to go down or increase, but it'll probably just stay the same. Used to hunt for the Slackoth. You got a ball toy. Adamant Trapinch. How'd you get all those shinies? That's crazy. Trapinch, or I guess Flygon or Vibrava, to be honest. Like such a cool Pokemon. The Vibrava shiny is so cool. I wish Flygon. I do like the blue, don't get me wrong, but if it had the same color scheme as Vibrava, man, Flygon would be great. Like probably one of my favorite shinies. But that's on my list of shinies that I want. I'll probably put a little more time on the Switch, but I'll probably just do it on like a live stream, like on my off time. That's not, at least the Fire Red Switch isn't like my higher priority thing I want to do in Pokemon. Definitely enjoyable. Like, I don't want to like devalue that, but there's just so many other things I want to do. Also, we're just crossing over 5,700 resets for everyone's awareness. Alright, sounds good. Yeah, I gotta catch up on my emails. I'm sorry if anybody in here sent me an email like within the last 2 months. I haven't really been replying. I'm sorry. It's a lot going on. Your lovely content, Spartastar, Ojan. Yeah, those resets are brutal. But glad you enjoy the content. Yeah, I was just gonna ask what your shiny team was. Flygon, Regice, Metagross. That's a Nighthawk team right there. Let me know like what you think of the Regice, because I think Regice seems to be like a perfect Pokemon to put on a team that I use like Aggron and like I guess mostly Aggron with, because that dude's got 200 special defense. I didn't know that. 200 special defense and a Glitter Explosion. That, to me, that sounds like a Suicune Annihilator. So my brain's been cooking thoughts about a Regice on a team with Aggron. Yeah, if I could talk, tongue twister. Shiny Sandslash. Really cool shiny. Love that red. Saw your channel video about starting a YouTube channel. It's making a poke channel. Like, I mean, like making. I mean, I feel like it probably would take me a long time to probably articulate all those thoughts. But yeah, I do have like that whole other channel where I chat about things like that, although I've been slacking on that content. But I mean, in general, like if I just sum it up in like bullet points, I mean, again, these bullet points probably require like more thought and explanation, but you gotta enjoy like the whole process. I mean, you build like an audience, and that audience is kind of dependent on how you structure your videos and how you like interact with people. And I think at the end of the day, you just gotta, if you want to do it, you just gotta get into it and get it done, and like you'll learn a lot along the way. But I mean, yeah, starting a Pokemon channel is pretty much starting like any other type of channel. It comes down like to the bare basics, or like more like the foundation of the whole content creation process and structuring videos to appeal to certain people. And you could like, again, chat about this for like hours, but summarizing it, that's a too long didn't read probably for at least some of the high level bullet points. Your shiny Battle Frontiers, Flygon, Regice, and Metagross. That's a fire team. Oh my gosh. And they're all shiny too. I kind of forgot who we were talking with, but I never really thought about shiny Regice in my life. I thought it was kind of dumb, but the fact that it looks like a more pure piece of ice looks so cool. It's like a subtle shiny, you know. You're gonna get rid of Flygon. Won't you get Slack off? Or the slacking? Don't do that to Flygon. First time you're able to catch a live stream. I'm glad you love the videos, and thanks again for extra supporting the channel. Appreciate it. Glad you're able to come out to a stream. Try and do them in the morning. That's when I really enjoy streaming, and ideally it's probably not the best time for like where I think most of my audience, or like this channel's audience, is, because I feel like most people aren't awake yet, or they don't want to watch a video this early in the morning, but it's kind of fun just to get up and start grinding Pokemon, so. 2100 resets for shiny Squirtle on Fire Red. First time doing this. I mean, you gotta power through it. Find some fun way to distract yourself without distracting yourself too hard. So if you get the shiny, you don't accidentally click away. But I think it's just a process, and it's time consuming. But that's why, like, for me, doing stream is great. Watching some movies or videos are great. I feel like shiny hunting is also pretty, at least the software settings, kind of like chill. So like you can even just like watch stuff on YouTube and like learn like a whole new topic about something. Like, I don't know, it depends on what kind of appetite you are in for consuming more information, but you could like learn a whole language shiny hunting. Also, pro tip, if you want to get shredded and shiny hunt, just walk on a treadmill for hours. I guess it doesn't have to be a treadmill, but I don't like going outside, so. Perfect special attack on the Regice. Sorry, I'm gonna repronounce that. It's Regice. That's great. I use a site called, like, I guess I'll just link it. Where is it? What's this? Alright, never mind. Oh no, I got it. This is what I use. Oops, sorry, I just absolutely, hopefully didn't destroy your eardrums. This is what I use for IVs. I don't have any affiliation with the website, but this is what I use. It's pretty simple and it works. Save file. You can make more save files. Ah, okay. But like, I feel like, what if you want to have it all in the same like profile, Like, I feel like there should just be another button, like Monster Hunter has it. Like, ooh, you're playing this save file? Well, today I want to play this other character, I don't know, that's my thought. You're a big inspiration. Your playstyle videos part of somebody else. That's kind of like, I mean, yeah, I love the Forever Save podcast. Yeah, thanks. I'm glad. I think that podcast got a lot of love, and I don't know, it's really good feeling, I guess, doing something slightly new and then seeing a lot of people enjoy it. But yeah, I think one thing is definitely wanted to, I don't know a lot, but definitely wanted to share what I know about making videos and maybe growing this whole Pokemon, the older niche community a little more, and doing a little bit of, playing a little bit of a part in that. I think felt pretty nice. But helping a little bit where I guess I can with what I think is valuable. Regice says Ice Beam, Bolt, Protect, and Toxis. Maybe I gotta get on that. I was thinking more like Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Explosion, and then maybe like Toxic. I'm not really sure. But I'm just thinking the Explosion because it's just gonna handle like Suicune my low tick. And I guess I'm worried about like Mirror Coat too, I don't know. It was a thought, but a good thought. But I'm glad you have good experience with Regice. I want to go for a good bit. I mean, it depends. You got shiny Slowpoke? And I guess it depends on the team. It depends on the facility. And depends on, I guess, do you just want just to get the medal? Or do you want to like get it, I don't want to say in a certain way, but like is there a certain Pokemon you want to use? Like if you just want the medal, I think it's kind of objectively proven that Metagross, Latias, Swampert is like the best team. It's just consistent, very powerful. But like if you want to, I guess for the, sorry, I should back up. For the Battle Tower and I think Battle Dome, that's just a crazy team. But like just because it's like the best team doesn't mean it'd be the most fulfilling when you get the gold medal. So good night, Rocker Arms. Hopefully you had a great day. I'll get some rest. What's up, Whoopsie Daisy? Perfectly wall my, I guess that's true. Yeah, that's like a perfect answer to it. Yeah, the Toxic Protect combo on a very tanky Pokemon. I guess, would you train it in EV wise? Did you still go, I mean, my bet would be like HP and special attack, or you just go HP and like defense or something. I feel like you don't need to put anything in special defense. It's already off like the Richter scale. What's up, SRAM? I don't know, Latios and Latias are both pretty... What's the word? Like similar for me, but something like... Latias just looks so much prettier, but Latios looks faster. I feel like I'm a Latios person. Serious Nature Slowpoke. You got your shiny. I just realized that jumping noise is probably very annoying. I'm gonna lower that a little bit. Guess what do you guys think? Latios or Latias? Caught on a great ball. Go involved with the Slow King. Sounds like a good plan. Yeah, you gotta stay in the fight. Nothing happens until it all happens at once. Gyarados is crazy. So I have a Gyarados build in Gen 4, but a good Gen 3 build, I mean, you got access to Dragon Dance, like, from leveling up. It's like Dragon Dance, Earthquake, Return, with like Rest is a pretty solid build. You could also get things like Thunder Wave, I'm pretty sure. But I think a Dragon Dancing build in Gyarados, Lumberry, goes a long way. I think on one of the builds I had, I think it was Dragon Dance, Return, Earthquake. I don't think I had Rest though. I had another move. Actually, I think it's in this game. I mean, we can go check real quick, but I don't really want to leave this spot. I'm pretty sure it was Return. I definitely have a video on it too. Not 100% sure. 255 special attack, 50-50 HP. Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty good split too. You like the vibe of the stream? Some morning coffee? Man, that sounds like a great time. Actually, I forgot. I got my tea over here. What am I doing? kind of cold. But yeah, it's kind of like, that's at least the atmosphere that I wanted to create. Get up in the morning, turn on some Pokemon, get some coffee or some warm beverage, play some games. Glad you enjoy. Whoops. You like Latias more? This man lives in non-stab cross chops, for example. Non-stab crit cross chops? I guess, yeah, fighting would be the... yeah, fighting is, I guess, a concern. Overlapping with Aggron in my make-believe team I have in my head. Now that I think about it, what is Latios shiny? I know what Latios looks like. Oh yeah, it's like... Yeah, Latios shiny is a lot cooler, in my opinion. $4,500 with shiny charm, wow. For shiny Gyarados, Metagross, and shiny Regis. Yeah, those are good Pokemon. You're attempting this with 56 Ultra Balls. You think, should I get some more? Hold on, wait, what are you attempting? I gotta go back up for a second. Oh, the Mewtwo? I'd get as many as you can. I mean, it depends if... I don't know. I probably would get more, but I mean, you do you. I'm very conservative. Ever seen anyone make a Slowking? So it's kind of interesting you say that, because I'm actually thinking about... I think actually... Who was I talking? Sorry, I really have a lot of Pokemon conversations with people, so I don't really know who I have all these conversations with. But somebody brought up to me that Slowking might be a good Pokemon to put on a team with Aggron. Because... Or maybe even like just Steelix. Sure, Slowking is slow, but it has, I think, very high special defense. Let me just double check this. Slowking's got 95, 110 special defense, 100 special attack. So on a team with like Aggron, let's say, for example, because I love Aggron. Aggron's very weak to special attacks, and we have no special attack like coverage. So Slowking kind of fills that role where it's almost, I think, is it resistant to water too? Let's see, it's resistant to ice and resistant to water. Resistant to fighting. And Aggron is weak to water and fighting. So that covers 2 resistances. And the high special defense makes it even better. Just in that situation. I don't know. Someone brought that to my attention. I thought it was pretty cool. So yes, I haven't seen anyone build a Slowking, but I can see roles it fills because it's got high special attack and special defense. Again, it's slow, but that doesn't mean it's bad. I think what is this? So you got Swagger, you got Stab Psychic, and Stab Surf too. You got Yawn too. I'm just going over some Thunder Wave. Wait, this Pokemon's crazy, I think. So I'm thinking Thunder Wave. Sorry, hold on, let me keep clicking buttons. I'm thinking, sorry, I know maybe you asked like a general question, but I'm kind of thinking on it for like my own team. Aggron, build Aggron as cool as we can, you know. And then we got things like, yeah, Surf, Psychic, both stab. You get Thunder Wave as like a utility sort of move. And then you get Ice Punch, Icy Wind. Not stab, but you get the still Psychic, or sorry, special attack. You get Seismic Toss too, but you probably, with that high special attack, you don't even need. You have Flamethrower. What is this Pokemon? The shiny's kind of cool too. It kind of looks like Patrick Star with a hat on. With a crown. Anyway, alright, that was a big... Recently caught for shiny Mudkip. Nice. 2700 resets. That's not that bad. Train at Steelix for Aggron to pair with Slowking. I mean, yeah, I think that's a great option. Again, I'm a little biased, but... How's it going, Ivan? Did you complete the gold Frontier Tuner? No, I have not gotten the... Haven't gotten all the gold symbols in Fire Red, sorry, Emerald yet. Only got 2. I probably won't get that 100 streak in the Battle Tower in Emerald. Unless, like, you know, it just happens, but I'm not gonna, like, go for it. Once we get the gold, I'm gonna be chilling. But I definitely do want the streak in, the 100 streak in the Gen 4 games. And you get Calm Mind. And Flamethrower. Yeah, I feel like Slowking's sleeper. Is jumping the bike more effective than riding back and forth? The reason why I'm jumping up and down is because I don't want to use a million repels for this. So it's probably better to run back and forth. Like it's probably quicker, but again, you're using a lot of repels. And also it's a lot more monotonous just to click a button, I guess, and jump up and down. I think after Aggron and Slowking, the perfect third would be Flygon. You think? Yeah, my head was like, where would this go? But I guess why do you think Flygon? Just like is a fast kind of cleanup Pokemon, maybe? Maybe Flygon would have like the Flamethrower. I guess in my head, I feel like Aggron... Did it have any overlapping weaknesses? Or Zapdos? I was almost thinking like Gengar. Because I just think Gengar is such a good Pokemon with Aggron, just because it negates 2 of the weakness, the 4 times weaknesses on Aggron. But I don't know. But if I could see Flygon though. You're so excited about building the Pokemon. It was so keen. I mean, yeah, hopefully you enjoy training it and then using it in the Frontier if you plan on doing so. It's kind of a cool shiny. Kind of a good Pokemon. And I'm thought about it a little bit more really quickly. Can I replace Flygon with Salamence? I have a Salamence perfect at speeds. I mean, Salamence is always, I think, objectively really good in the Frontier. You got that Intimidate. It's incredibly fast and has a lot of attack, so I think it depends on what the third member of the team is, but I think in general it's probably a good choice. Just saw you were live and loving the videos. Glad you enjoyed the videos. Thanks for coming and hanging out. We don't go live too often, but when we do, we grind. Yeah, we got the White Flute active on this right now on the left screen. I don't have Illuminate because I have the Magnet Pull, which increases the likelihood of Aaron specifically appearing because it's Steel type. I almost forgot about that too. Yeah, and Gengar's got that Levitate and that speed and Destiny Bond too. Oof. You know I love me a Destiny Bond. It's a free move. I'm gonna get a save in over here. I think it's been like an hour. We're about to cross over 5,800 resets on Rayquaza. We're not quite at 100 yet on the Aaron for the day. I mean, again, I don't really want a shiny Sableye, but if we did happen to get one, it does actually really cool. Like from the backside, you can see like emeralds on his back. Hypnosis on Gengar, I guess for the Frontier, Giovanni, you're saying, or like just in general. I personally, if your question's for the Frontier, I wouldn't run Hypnosis on Gengar because I think Gengar, there's a cool build with Hypnosis and like Dream Eater, but I think Gengar's speed with that special attack, just like abusing the fact you can run, you know, 4 very powerful special attack and moves, I think is the way, at least I like to run it. Yeah, the Emerald RNG is weird. I definitely don't, it's not my favorite game to hunt in. I still never found a shiny in Emerald, but do you carry around your Game Boy Pocket or not really. I feel like I used to kind of, but it's like if I'm going out somewhere, it's like I'm going out, like I'm not gonna, you know, bring this, but if I had like a micro S or a micro Game Boy, I might. I guess I did go to like the car dealership the other day and I did bring my DS, so I guess maybe, yeah, I do. But I try not to. I feel like, I don't know, I just don't want something to happen to my games too, like I forget it somewhere, I drop it. It's like I think I could avoid a lot of those potential mistakes just by keeping it in this environment. So I guess your answer your question, yes, I do sometimes, but I probably shouldn't. How do you software set with one hand? I mean, I have to use 2 hands, but I guess this is what I've been doing. How am I doing this? Boom. I'm really skilled. Just kidding. I just contort my fingers really weirdly. I'm practicing for when I play the piano in a couple years. Do you have the dock for the Pocket? I do not, but I probably should. How do you become better in learning, get better at Pokemon stats? I mean, I think you just gotta play the game, like, you know, because I learned so much about Pokemon by just playing the Frontier and like especially the Battle Factory. Because you see all these like weird move sets and things, and then you're like why did that work? Why didn't that work? You know. But I mean, you can watch like a lot of videos too and read articles. But I think the best way is probably just to get in there, and because you learn a lot through like your experiences, you know. A lot of things also on paper seem good. And once you put them in the Frontier, like I guess specifically, at least for how I'm explaining this, like once you get in the Frontier, it behaves completely different. And like I guess kind of what I mean by that is, like you may be building a team to counter certain Pokemon because you have a weakness in like X type, but like there's so many Pokemon that are gonna have random moves. Like I learned so many Pokemon that had Ice Beam that I wouldn't expect to have Ice Beam because I was using a Salamence, and you get really heavily punished by keeping those Pokemon in those situations. So like you may be building a team to do a certain thing, and then there's going to be all these Pokemon with all these different move sets that you didn't predict before. So some of your Pokemon on your team may have like overlapping weaknesses because there's so many Pokemon in the Frontier that have diverse move coverage. And then by playing the game, I mean, you could read the Excel sheets too for all the moves. But like one of the best ways of kind of figuring that out too is getting that experience by being in the Frontier. Yeah, Smogon's a great site. Did you catch a roaming shiny? I have not. I don't really feel like that's a thing that I really want to do. Yeah, we were demolishing these buttons. It's a habit. I can't wait for it to pop up. I just gotta get in there and do it. I guess maybe I should hide that I'm just mashing the buttons. Duskull's one shot, my silence ice beam caught me off. What my head is going at is like is it Porygon 2 and Exploud have ice beam. Just like, come on. But yeah, it's like you're building this team and then that Dusclops comes out of nowhere and ice beams your Salamence and you're just like, I didn't prepare for that. But then it's like you switch into, let's say, your Skarmory, then that Dusclops has got Flamethrower for some reason. I think it learns Fire Punch, but not Flamethrower. But essentially it has a fire move. Just things like that. That was the 100th encounter on Aaron for the day. Boom, boom. Use 3 for Swabbirds. If you could, that would be a great team. I mean, I guess you could go Swampert. Wishcash. What's the other Pokemon? Did we go through the whole mix? I guess so. Why am I blanking out on the other one? Isn't there one more? Quagmire, yeah. Quagmire. They gave you that fake charm. They gave you the non-shiny charm, but it actually doubles your encounter rate, or what is it? No, the shiny chance. So you're at like 16,000. 1 in 16,000. No, I'm not gonna shiny hunt those in Fire Red. I probably won't do any shiny hunting on the Switch unless, like, I just randomly get a shiny. Just because I don't know what I would do with the Pokemon after that. Like, at least in, like, I don't know, like, I don't know if I understand where the Pokemon would go. Like, at least if they're on my carts in these games, I can, like, back them up and stuff. But I don't have any concept on what happens on the Switch and where those Pokemon would go. Yeah, I think that Beavery's video or the podcast just released. We chatted for so long. It was a great conversation. I learned a lot. It's all about the double battles in the battle tower. Yeah, Beavery's is like a legend. I don't know how it gets so high streaks consistently. Yeah, Luxray is a awesome Pokemon. But that's why Gen 4 could run them in the Battle Frontier. Yeah, I'm with you, Derek. I want a gold symbol with my Wailord. I want to make Wailord work. It's just too cool of a water Pokemon. It's my favorite water Pokemon. I still think probably definitely not Fisher. It's not the way to go. The water sprout build, I don't think it's consistent enough either, but something with like Surf, Ice Beam. I even had like that curse build on it. Even that just felt too reliant on like the setup. I didn't like it, but I'm thinking just like I can still be on a team, but I'm thinking Surf, Ice Beam, maybe even like Earthquake or maybe Toxic Rest, something like that. It's got potential. I think it could be done. I'm trying to show how Lugia and Emerald. Yeah, Beavery somehow is like a little Pokemon master. He's a legend. What was your most draining hunt ever? There you go. I'm going at Chimchar for 4 months. Jeez. My most recent draining hunt was like that Steelix. There's just something about it. I think like I only got to like 2,000 eggs and encounters like combined it, and it took like 100 something hours. And I was like looking at like where I was and how much more time it probably would take just to even get to like some expected probability. And I was like, I can't do this right now. Like I'm not in this mental state. So that was really draining actually. But definitely the most draining hunt that I like, completed was like an EV back in, I think I got it in my Ruby game or Fire Red. I don't really remember. But it was one of those, like that was like probably like a year of soft resetting that. And like I was doing that almost every week. Like that took so long. Like I didn't count the encounters because like back then I just didn't want to. But like I can't even tell. If I counted, I would have been upset. But yeah, it took like a year of pretty much every week doing it. Like obviously I took like breaks here and there, but that took so long. That was awful, but we got it. How's it going, Alitho? Alitho? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. How's it going? Ghastly Hunt 3rd November. Still haven't gotten it. Hopefully get that Ghastly soon. Shiny Haunter was my first ever shiny in X and Y Victory Road. You like more the yellow stars or the blue stars? I don't know if I'm following. What stars? Waiting for your IPS Skiba this week. Nice. It's gonna be hype once it comes. Machamp, No Guard, Warlord, Fisher stretch. The Warlord Fisher combo had potential. It's a, what do you call it? It's a playmaker. Get in there, you hit him with the Fisher move. Yeah, I think they're gonna do that soon. They're probably just waiting for people to enjoy Fire Red Leaf Green first. Yeah, that Umbreon was awful, but I really wanted it. I wish I counted the resets to know exactly how many, because again, it was a lot. Still no Munchlash after 37,000? Bro. I feel like you need to take a break from that. That's criminal. Thinking of a setup mon like Giraffe Rig, Speed, Defensive Combine, and Immediate Agility, Benham. Ooh, that could be spicy. I guess who would you go into with the setup? Oh, that's a tough question. Platinum or Heart Gold, Soul Silver? If you asked me like a year ago, it would have been like definitely Heart Gold, Soul Silver. But since I got Shiny Giratina, I've been essentially breathing Eating, Sleeping, and Breathing Platinum. And man, that game is awesome. Like, I think Platinum is a lot better than Heart Gold Soul Silver at this current moment. And again, I played, I think over the last, like, was it a year? Almost probably 2 years? I don't remember. Time keeps escaping me. But I put in like about 100 hours in Platinum and about like 400 in Heart Gold Soul Silver within the last, let's say, year, 2 years. I think Platinum's crazy. Crazy good. Where to see that? Any times when finding... Yeah, I feel that either Shiny Badge Quest or the 5 stars. So here's the thing, I am in the same kind of boat, or like the thought process. I'm gonna still do my 5 stars in the trainer card, but I did end up getting another platinum card that I want to do like a shiny quest on or whatever. The best of both worlds. Any tips when finding Game Boy SP on eBay? I mean, I look between like, I don't really look below $200, I think, on a Game Boy. I feel like anything cheaper than that, or like for the modded ones I get, like I think this one, actually maybe that's a lie, but this one was like, I think 200, this one was like 250. I just feel like the build quality, like below 200 for like what I'm looking for, is just not there, and if it is, then it's a little suspect. So like I started like 200. I'm like, all right, what's in these ranges here? Then I make sure it's got that cool IPS screen and, you know, battery life, things like that. I would hate to buy like a modded SP and try and save a little bit of money, and then it comes out to not be like a good, what do you call it? Like not modded well. You know, someone's got to actually do it. So like a tip on saving money is don't look to save like 10-15 bucks and buy from like a bad seller. And I think people probably charge what it's worth, if that makes sense. You see the Pokedex. I'm not interested really personally in Wind and Waves. Again, it's kind of just in general any new Pokemon game. I got my Pokemon cozy games and stuff and Generations, and anything outside that is just too much for me. Yeah, I'm actually usually not usually, but this last like 2 weeks I haven't really been watching Riley, but I usually am in his stream. I just don't talk a lot because I'm usually doing things at the same time, either like playing my games or I don't even know what I do, but I lurk in a lot of streams. You found a Kyogre, that's pretty, yeah. But I feel like 37,000 is like rough. Like that's like way pushing it. What's the last new Pokemon game? I think Arceus. I think, or is it whatever one was newer, Brilliant Diamond or Arceus? I did enjoy Brilliant Diamond and Pearl. Like it was, I don't know, it was a fun way to play the Hoenn or the Sinnoh region again. I didn't love it, but I enjoyed my experience. But once I put that game down, I never went back. Same thing with Arceus. I thought Arceus was fun. One day I put the game down, and I had no urge to ever pick it back up. But like these games, like I think about these games like when I go to bed. I don't know what it is. I gotta get this done, you know? But yeah, that's where my head's at. I feel like I might be regretting not using the synchronize ability on this Aaron. Like if we get the shiny and it's like a modest nature, I guess we gotta go special attack and Aggron. I like barely even remember the tutorials. All I remember about Arceus was you had these weird old looking Pokeballs and you run around and throw a million Pokeballs at these things. I didn't really get too far either. I think I was like maybe 3 or 4 hours in the game. What's up, Dragon Spin? Thanks. Yeah, that shiny Giratina has been a huge achievement. I look at it like every day. It's so cool. You're heading back to bed. Alright, good luck. Or thanks for the good luck. Hopefully you get some rest. My heart keeps dropping. I keep thinking that the shiny pops up on the screen because, again, the angle I'm looking at it is a little bit more off, I guess, so it looks shiny. You really want to play a platinum save file again? Treat this as my first save. Yeah, I definitely understand because I just did that with Giratina, but it didn't take anywhere near as long as you are right now with your Munchlax. It's inevitable it will happen eventually, but geez, that's pretty far. My favorite Pokeball is one that doesn't exist in the game. It's the Dark Ball from the Celebi movie. Was it Celebi? Why am I blanking? It's like Forever or something. Forever. What's it called? Hold on. Celebi, not Celebi. The Pokemon Forever movie. Oh, it's literally called Pokemon Forever. Yeah, it had the Dark Ball in that game. That thing was sick. Such a cool Pokeball. But my favorite Pokeball in a game is probably the Luxury Ball or the Dusk Ball. Heavy Ball is pretty cool too. You're gonna start... I'm starting to crack dog a lot, not even... Oh man. Can you like pause it for a little bit, you know, like maybe give it like a week or two? Perfect action attuned to our shiny hunter Charmander. And so many people trying to get this shiny Charmander. Hopefully you get it soon, as that black Charizard's awesome. The first pixel of the Pokeball with a darker shade. Oh man, so true. There it is, there it is. How's it going, Fro? Froke? I don't think I pronounced that right, I'm sorry. The Moon Ball, that's a nice one too. Fanny managed to find 6 other shinies while searching for this one. Oh man. It's because they want to test how much you want it. How's it going, FaZe? You have 2 OG Game Boys with ISPs. The battery life on the Pocket's like crazy, like don't get me wrong. And having like that USB-C ability is great too. But like, I mean, I got this modded SP and the battery life is pretty great too. And then like this doesn't have USB-C, but I got this other Game Boy SP and it has USB-C. So like, I mean, you can, if all you're going to use the Pocket for is like a glorified SP, which is what I use for, you probably don't need it unless you want to like do some stuff with like the backup or the, not backup, but like the SD card. But I mean, like me personally, like the SPs are just superior. But again, the Pocket's pretty good too. But in regards to battery life, I feel like the battery life's better on the Pocket just because I think it's just massive. But if you get a increased battery life on like an SP, I think it's somewhat comparable, you know? Pretty comparable. Yeah, I gotta go back to Japan. I mean, I didn't need an excuse to go back to Japan, but the fact they got a Pokemon park now, gotta go. Gen 3 luck was great, but Gen 4, you're paying the price. What's up, Jose? Oh, glad you liked that video. Yeah, I feel like I just wanted to share something really random that was kind of not related to Pokemon. That's kind of where my head was at, and I was like, let me just share it with everybody. But yeah, I thought that was at least a good conversational video. But I'm glad it helped you out. Me sharing some thoughts. Just crossing over 5,900 resets total on Rayquaza. Rayquaza, geez, those are so low. That's wild. The difference in the resets. But yeah, under 2K for 3 Pokemon's pretty crazy. Because right now, I mean, even me, I'm not even at like the half, or I'm not at the expected odds, but that's still way above your combined Gen 3, or those 3 Gen 3 encounters or reset numbers. I'd like to make more of those like conversational videos. I don't think they really do the best, but I think there's probably a different form for that. I'm thinking maybe like that other channel I have with like the YouTube advice stuff. I think that might be a good spot for it, because I mean, there's definitely like sometimes you just feel compelled to share really random, or maybe like out of the norm of Pokemon stuff, conversations. But yeah, I think probably the other channel might be a better spot for that. Yeah, I think, I mean, if there's a reason you need the pocket for like, I don't know, like one of its extra capabilities, and yeah, it's great. But if you're just gonna use it for like glorified SP, I think the SPs are better. But I think if you're gonna get into like this style of video making, I think the pocket is like perfect, because you can like fine tune that adjustment on the brightness, and it's just like perfectly flat. So I think it's just, you know, good for that. But again, there's little niche things like that. You got shiny Chimchar last night after a whole month. And today after listening to you got a shiny. Wow. Yeah. The RNG is different. That's crazy. Under 100. So I guess to give a quick number too, like I'm at 71% battery, and we started the stream I think like 99. So let's say about 30% drained in just under 2 hours. As a little data point. Leaf green shiny Bulbasaur just got last week at first, legit nice. Only about 600. Woof. That was quick. Yeah, capture card's too expensive. Camera good. How's it going, Shifter? €400 total. It's robbery. Oh boy. All right, the real question is your shiny Budu, you gonna keep it Roserade? Or are you gonna keep Roselia, or are you gonna make it into Roserade? Because I mean, personally, if I got a Budu, I'm keeping that a Roserade. That black rose is sweet. I don't think the sorry, keeping it Roselia. I don't think the Roserade shiny is that cool compared to Roselia. You couldn't sleep. No, we haven't done anything exciting Dragon Spin since you left. Thinking about turning a second channel, that Pokemon channel, but the Dury is out. But the Dury is out on that one. Playing on the original hardware. Where it's at. Yeah, I think that's kind of why I always enjoyed the camera. It just feels more like, it doesn't feel, or I guess what it's showing is you're not watching like just the gameplay, you're watching me interact with the gameplay, if that makes sense. And again, we can like, I guess, wordsmith that or whatever, make it sound nicer, but essentially that's kind of what it is. It's more like you guys are kind of watching me also play the game, not just watching the game itself. Which I think is pretty cool. And it's kind of reminiscent of like older YouTube when there wasn't really a lot of capture cards. It was just people like, hey, I gotta show you this thing I did in this game. You have to evolve it all the way. I don't know. It doesn't look as cool though with the black rose, without the black rose. While you're completing the living dex and platinum, I had 3 shinies, 1 Safari Zone 3. Wow. Let me see this shiny. Maybe I'm misremembering how the Roserade shiny looks. I'm still back on the conversation about that Slowpoke though, that Slowking. Come on, throw it on the team. Oh, I take it back. It's got the black rose. What am I saying? Why did I think otherwise? It's kind of like sniffing it though, like the rose, at least in... I like Roselia more, but the fact that it still keeps the black rose is acceptable. Yeah, I take back what I said. Cool, shiny, the black rose. I don't know why I thought it didn't. What was I looking at? Either way. Yeah, shiny Totodile yesterday, hard gold after about 6,000. Now Chimchar. Nice. Hopefully the platinum resets treat you good. Plus you get to see who's the best Roserade against Cynthia. We should get stack out of battle ability effects. Yeah, like I would do the magnet pull and synchronize. I guess back on that conversation real quick, because I was still thinking about it. I got the magnet pull because I really want Aaron, but I intend on using this Aaron for the frontier. And we're not... Is that 50% increase or 50% potential to have the right nature good enough where we're gonna... The downside is that our encounter times are going to be probably increased. And we're also might get a Sableye. I don't know. I feel like I should be using the synchronize here because everyone. Yeah, I think we're in Emerald, right? Yeah, we're in Emerald. Managed to find a shiny Mudkip and Kyogre in the same save. Oof. I guess that is pretty cool. Yeah, now you got to get the Wailord and complete the trifecta. All right, I think. Oh man, Riley, 9 months it's been. It's crazy, dude. Surely in the next 50. Surely in the next 50. Yeah, I think in the next 50. Why do I have an egg in my party? The next 50 faux show. It's hilarious. I'm gonna do one more encounter, then I'm probably gonna grab my synchronized thing. Yeah, we got the whole plan. We got it all planned out. I got a notebook on the step-by-step procedure, the standard operating procedure, and what to do. Although I did make like an update since then. So we got I added this Lapras since then. We got 2 Smeagol's and a Lapras. You got about 10 resets in on the Eevee. You're so close. I definitely want a Metagross in my Gen 3. Actually, and in this Sapphire save file, I want to get Metagross again too. It's just too cool. Lemon squeeze and lime. I think I'm gonna go grab. I really would hate to get this shiny. This Iron shiny and not get Adamant Nature, so let's go get it. What are we doing here? Yeah, so we're gonna get it in the luxury ball. Oh, are you catching him? Yeah, in a luxury ball. That's the intent. Let's hope it happens. We got 300 of them. We got a couple videos chatting about the whole process. Yeah, over 25,000 for Metatitan Gen 4. Phase 5. Man, that's a lot. But Metacham is a cool shiny. And it's a good Pokemon to use too. Bought the Platinum Gabba the other day. Stuck in. The guidebook's awesome. One of my favorite. Alright. Oh wait, someone had a question a while ago. Oh, what was it? It was something with one of these Pokemon. Gyarados. I don't know if you're still here, but this is my moveset. Adamant Nature. Return, Taunt, Earthquake, Dragon Dance. Yeah, it was Taunt, which is the weird move. The Taunt's there because there's some annoying Pokemon and that really helps. Alright, I'm looking for my Abras. Do I not have Abras? Am I like losing my mind? We're in Emerald, right? Where are my Abras? Did I never get Abras? Maybe I never did. Maybe that's why I decided not to do this. There's an Abra. How are you looking? Docile. There's another one. Why are they all over the place? Lonely. Lonely wouldn't be that bad. Actually, that would be pretty bad. I could have sworn I had like a box full of Abras in this game. I think I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. The Pokemon game. Too many Pokemons. I guess do we take a quick detour and just capture a bunch of Abras? I don't really want to do that, but I feel like we should. Oh, man. Yeah, the emerald is 50% for synchronize. Yeah, I really do want that nature. Even the potential for it, you know, but then we might get a Sableye. You just picked up all the DS guidebooks for $100. That's a steal. Timid Nature Kyogre. Timid increases, was it speed? And yes, lower special attack, or sorry, attack, so that's pretty good. This guy copied Leaf Green. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. Be plenty more coming. You what? Alright, where do we get? I think we get Abras actually in this cave. But is there a better spot? Let's see. Granite Cave, Route 6116. Let's see what is a higher probability. Route 116, we're looking at 10%. Granite Cave. What are we looking at? Granite Cave or 10% as well. Looks like we probably increase it with... No, never mind. Well, I guess we'll just stay in the Granite Cave. Well, actually, hold on a second. Oh, do we count those as encounters? Probably. So I think we just go back to where we just were. And... yeah, it's 10% every floor. I think we just literally go back where we were and just... hopefully we get one. I was planning for like 500 today. We're actually almost at the 500, but maybe we'll do like another 100 more. Yeah, the posters were so cool. I think I got one with the Rayquaza, Kyogre, and Groudon on it, like in my like closet. It's awesome. Synchronize ability will, if we get synchronized with, yeah, it has a 50% chance. Sorry, let me back that up. When you encounter a Pokemon in the wild, that Pokemon will have a 50% chance of having the same nature as the Pokemon with synchronize if it's first in your party. I was thinking, yeah, we probably could just soft reset. I don't know what is this egg? This is like a mystery egg. I have no idea what that is. Ugh, I'm just trying to muster up the strength to do this. Where's my Pokemon? Oh yeah, we got him in the party. Oh, there's no quick balls in this game. Did we have like a... I'm looking for... Is this our Butterfree with the thief? No. What am I looking for? Something with Arena Trap. We got a Quagmire in here? Not Quagmire, Wobbuffet. Dugtrio. Just so it can't teleport away. That'd be... Ooh, Trapinch. This could be good. Prevent attack. No, we don't want that one. The one time I actually want the other one. The other... Ooh, Wobbuffet. Or... Oh, why not? Sure. Oh, do we have a more powerful Pokemon? This thing is kind of weak. Oh, we got the Butterfree in the party. Okay. Let me just see. Do we have... Trapinch? I like Trapinch more. It's cooler. Yeah, sure. Alright, I think we're using the why not. Unfortunately. think I need fly, right? No, we're gonna be in the same spot. We have fly though. Alright, that was a long thought. Let's go get this thing. Repeat balls could be good. How do you get them in this game though? Can you even get them? Let's transfer the smoke ball. Yeah, that's a powerful combination. Smoke ball combined with, why not, shadow tag? Yeah, definitely gonna do the hard gold, so I gotta catch up on the chat, but definitely hard gold, silver, shiny Rayquaza. This doesn't have a store, no. You get in the first gym. Rustboro City. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I know the Abras are super annoying. What's up, Jordium? Keep my brain spiders. Yeah, let's see. So, and then now it's like a double hunting. Now the Munchlax's probably the best thing. You're doing the Rayquaza hunt as well, but running away. Oops. Let's see, do we need anything else over here? Timer ball. Might as well buy some, why not? Pleasure doing business with you. You want the black trainer card Gen 3, but you thought about gonna approach the Pokedex completion? I'm actually like almost done completing the Pokedex. In Platinum. I've been grinding the last, like, since I got shiny Giratina. At this point, I have not... There's probably like 2 Pokemon actually that I used to transfer, but every Pokemon I've gotten either in Soul Silver, Heart Gold, or Platinum, because you can get so many. So it's pretty great. But there are some Pokemon like the Regis that you cannot get. What do you call it? You can't get... I mean, you can do like a mystery event and get them, but kind of can't. So essentially I'm like 70-80% of the way done. Oh no, oh, I don't like this calculator. This calculator is not good for this. I think I was at like 130. Oh well, my numbers are no longer accurate for today's hunting of Aaron. My calculator turned off and it reset the number ahead. But yeah, I'm probably going to use the Gen 3 games a little bit, just because you have to, but for the most part, you can get almost all the Pokemon in Gen 4. We're working on Shaman. I'm gonna count these resets, even though it's not just Aaron. It's still an encounter. I guess that one's an Aaron. We're gonna have to go out of here once we do get a couple Abras. Probably get like 10 of them or something. Gen 4, you got 380. I might get roughly right there too. Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy. Have you, or do you start Pokemon Ruby? No, I don't have any of those boxes. I just keep them in my games, my normal games. The Pokemon box probably would be a good idea though. Can you do the MG? What's the MG? And there we go, we're Abra. But I think the only way to get the Regis in Diamond and Pearl isn't that you need to do... What do you call it? You can get Regigigas, but you can't get the Regis without doing some event. 80% the capture. Swap one on. Yeah, repeat balls were a good choice. Damn, touched grass. Yeah, the Stunky for me was easy because I already had a diamond save file, so I just went to go grab it and transfer it over. But Pearl, actually, I did yesterday. I started like a new save file and just speed ran it to the point where you can get Glammy out, and then I just traded that over yesterday. But that was my plan. I think I'm doing one last reset in Platinum so you can hunt the starters. Oh, the mystery gifts are available. I think going for an adamant nature would be the best on Aggron. I guess like I'd have to look up how to get. So I guess here's the thing, like I'm thinking about saving all the event stuff for like later. Like if I wanted a shiny hunt, like Regice or something, it'd be fun to do in like Platinum. How do you, I guess I gotta look into that. I don't even know how to put the the events on the cart. No, I'm just gonna do this. I have been using the the magnet pole, but I'm gonna swap it out for synchronize because I would really hate to get a adamant or a very bad natured Aggron, especially if I want to use it in the frontier. So I'm changing my plan. The game plan has been changed. Try and get this adamant Abra, and then we will put that where we have the Magnemite. Suggestion about a Beldum for the battle tower. You guessing like a team or something for a Beldum? Metagross is crazy good. Just need something to switch into for fighting and ground type moves. Metagross is one of the coolest Pokemon in the game. You just buy them from the game corner. Should I just do that then? No, you can't double dip. It's only whatever's in the first in the party. Maybe do I just do that? Let's see how this capture goes. Oh, thanks for the good luck. You hunt the Moltres and a Fire and the Switch and a Zelf. Good luck on your hunts as well. What do you think about having a stream doing online battles with us? I don't know if it's possible. I mean, I've vaguely heard it is possible. I haven't looked too much into it. But I mean, it would be fun. It's just I don't know how viable it is. What's up, Arcan? We just crossed over 6,000. I usually just play Game Boy games on like the SP or Pocket, and then DS games on obviously DS. I usually keep it to whatever system I guess it originally was. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but I usually don't play on the Game Boy games on the DS. Lend me your energy. Have you considered setting up a new game to use glitches? So I already did the what do you call it? I didn't set up a new game for it, but I still got all the event Pokemon in my games to complete the Pokedex, at least for Gen 3 is what I meant. 6K, halfway there, only 50 more. Yeah, see, trading might be a little bit annoying. That's where my head's at. Like, I don't feel like setting up another Game Boy to do that. But I think for getting the Abra, it'd be a whole lot easier. Love that if you use transfer shiny. Oh, does it actually with the Dittos? I didn't know that. It's kind of cool. I can make a 3D printed rig. Oh man. Oh yeah, nice. I was like, no, it's gonna flee. Doesn't matter. We got why not. You gotta go to the desert, I think, underpass. I know it's in Emerald. I don't know if it's in Ruby Sapphire, but desert underpass. It's in like Fall Arbor Town. Okay, I guess clarified it. You cannot get it in Ruby Sapphire. That's kind of tough. Let's see how lucky we get. I don't really do the whole ribbon thing. It's cool, but I got other things on my plate, so I don't plan on doing that. But yeah, I got a Swampert. I got every Pokemon in this game. All right, I do see. Let's yeah, I think Riley's got a point. How do I want to do this? Let's just go, yeah. Like, we can probably... This is going to require some more luck. What am I doing? We want to find the escape rope. Let's see if we got lucky. If we didn't get lucky, we'll just go get it and bring it over. No, I don't have a battle ready Swampert. I've been trying to not use Swampert just because it's, you know, amazing. So I want to try other Pokemon, but... Yeah, I know Natu's got that as well. Come on, give us the advent synchronize. I can feel it. I think we only got like 3, right? Bashful? No. Brave? Brave couldn't be that bad. Doesn't matter though. Relaxed. Well, they were all... No, I think we only got 3 or one more. No, they're all inner focus anyway. Let me just move these guys over here because I'm gonna come back in like a week from now and be like, why are there so many bad Abras over here? All right, let's get this done. I'm gonna use my cool Game Boy that I haven't even used yet. I turned it on though. All right, let's. I'll probably do this, like, finish this off camera, but... That's annoying. There we go. I just gotta make sure I don't reset this game now. You know, we're shiny hunting Abra today, boys. 5,600, still no shiny with the shiny charm. You recommend building a Lake Guardian? Yeah, I'm really with the Ruby, with the game, Groudon, with that. Oof, it's the aesthetic. I'm glad you appreciate the subtleties of what I'm trying to do over here. I should have checked to see if I even have flying. Here we go. I mean, I think the guides, to be honest, aren't like that great, but they are like nostalgic. So I mean, I think I just have the Nintendo Power one. But like to actually use as a resource, I feel like they're missing like a whole lot of information. Ooh, an Abra. I wonder if I have any Abras in. There's the Abra. Nope. Okay. Alright, I'm not gonna waste time trying to find it. It's likely we don't even. Oh yeah, we don't even. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm like overthinking this. We need to deposit Pokemon in here. What the heck was I doing with that cast form? I think Abra's pretty cheap too. I have no coins. Actually, if I just check for a second, I can see how much I actually need. 180 times 5. 50,000. Abras are cheap these days. Alright, hold on, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna step away. Ugh. All right, maybe I'm gonna take like a 5-minute break. I kind of want some food. Let's do one of these real quick though. Let me note, hold on, I gotta note this. We're at like, let's just call it 150 Aaron encounters, because this calculator is gonna reset on me. 150 Aaron, about. All my numbers in shiny hunting are plus or minus like 1 or 2%, except for this Rayquaza. This is like everything. Oh, yeah, I should have saved first. Oh, it doesn't matter. We got 2 of them. Oh, 50-50. Come on. It's the first one. That's crazy. This game's easy. Wasn't even trying. That's actually hilarious. All right. Dude, this game's easy. Alright, now we can transfer this over. Why can't I get that lucky shiny hunt thing? Alright, is there anything? Alright, let me pause right here for a minute. Alright, I'm gonna be back in like 5 minutes. I'm literally gonna scarf food down. Dude, I can't, what are the odds that 1 in 16 times 50%? So was it 1 in 32? Light work. Check his card admin? What does that mean? Check his card admin? I can't believe we got that quick. That's actually funny. Actually hilarious, to be honest. We were trying to get something. I forgot to save, so I kind of messed up, and we got it in the first one anyway. All right, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Alright, we back in here. My wife made some food and I couldn't say no. What's up, Leaf? Excuse me, I'm just catching up. Alright, what are we doing? I gotta find my car, my thing. I need to find my adapter. Oh, I gotta take my headphones up. Aha! I found it. Wasn't where I was. Hi, Riley. Get going on your stream. I'll probably hop in there in a little bit. Check out how the battle factory's going for you. Good luck. Today's the day. 100 wins. The hunt is going alright. We are at 6,040. And now, interesting. And now I wanted to be doing the Aaron hunt as well. And I wanted to use the Abra technique with the synchronize to increase the chance of getting adamant nature. So we just went to fire red, bought one Abra and we got it. So I want to transfer this over. I have a feeling this is not going to work. Oh, is it the wrong? There we go. Sorry, I'm on 3 games right now. Sure. I mean, while I was at it, I probably should just bought like a whole bunch of other Abras to try and get this transfer over, but whatever. Alright, we got the Abra. We have a Pokemon we're trading over, and now we got this Abra that we want to trade over. Now, let's make it happen. Cable Club. Alright, Trade Coliseum. Alright, we're doing it. Slowly. Yeah. Do the Aaron hunting in Dewford Cave. Probably do like another 100 or so resets and then probably go spend the rest of the day playing Platinum. Adamant nature, synchronize. Sure. Seems like a great trade to me. How's it going, Chris? We're doing great today. Another day, another adventure. I think, yeah, we'll do 150 more resets. That'll put us at 6,200 total. And then wrap the stream up. Yeah, I got the cat from Pearl yesterday. I ended up just doing that speed run. I think it took me like 3 hours to get there. So I was, I don't want to say I was stressing over that. I just wasn't looking forward to doing that. So yesterday I was feeling pretty good and we just got that out of the way. So that was nice. We got that and then Infernape because I needed that as the last starter too. So it actually worked out. So and I also caught Mesprit, which was the last Pokemon I needed to for the Sinnoh Pokedex. Obviously, I don't have Manaphy though. But other than that, we got all the other ones. At least in the Sinnoh Pokedex. And I think we're at like 370, 380 total out of like the 400 something. We're working on it. Okay, so we have synchronize Abra. We need to make it fainted. I want to get my Butterfree back in there. We can get rid of this why not. We gotta get that smoke ball though. Sure. I'm gonna keep the Magnemite in here just in case. You never know if we're gonna change our mind. So we need to have Abra in the front. Aaron's chilling. I think we're all set. We gotta just faint the Abra. Gotta make sure I pop this white flute as well. Also, keeping the Magnemite was good too for Flash, so we can see where we're going. Ooh, another Abra. Who's gonna teleport first? Oh, wait a minute. I mean, I forgot. Ugh. Sure, I'll just teleport 20 times. And then we'll struggle to death. Seems like a very dumb strat, I know. But it's what we're working with. Alright, let's pop this white flute. Let's pop repel. Do we have to... No, we have to faint this thing first. I'm being lazy, hold on. Ugh. What do you think? Is struggle really gonna do that much damage? I don't know. I don't feel like leaving. This is like a new level of laziness. You found your 4th shiny patch and then immediately destroyed the chain. Oh, that's tragic. What were you hunting for? I'm just catching with the chat. I was paying attention. Sick RNG manip. The pickups so worked out. Yeah, on the left we want the shiny Aaron. That's the game plan. I gotta feint this Abra though, and I'm just being a little lazy. But if I use teleport enough, then we'll eventually get into a struggle, and then we'll kill ourselves. So it'll be perfect. I've been playing so much Gen 4 the last like 2 weeks, and it's been great. Like replaying these games, I'm just like, oh, I want to play these again. I gotta chill though. I gotta finish what I'm doing on Gen 4. Then we'll come back and enjoy these games some more. They're just so cozy. That Abra was faster than me. Just completed the Count of Living Dex on Switch. Nice. Good stuff. Do you have trouble getting any Pokemon, or are they all relatively easy? Like, I know some of the Safari ones, like Kangaskhan, are annoying. Chansey are annoying, but many of them, any Pokemon you struggle with, or are you pretty good? Yeah, once we feint the Abra, we're gonna do the repel trick. It's at level 12, so at level 12 only at level 12 only Arons and Sableyes will spawn. I think it's like 60-40 split, but then with the Magnet Pull, that kind of puts it at like the 85%. But now that if we're not using the Magnet Pull, then yeah, we're not getting an additional bonus, but at least we might get admin. Tauros took you a long time. Yeah, I figured some of the Safari hunts might. Resetting on the right, we're doing AB select start. I'm still thinking about that Slow King. I think I'm gonna train that Slow King next. Now we should be able to struggle ourselves to death here. Let's see. One damage. Tough. Nice. Thanks, Zubat. Finish me. We're looking for, on the right, looking for Rayquaza. On the left, looking for Aaron. Looking for Aaron. And make sure I'm not being dumb. We got a level 12 fainted Abra. What's taking so long? Yeah, we grinding. This save file is also like over 10 years old, so a lot of it was put in within the last like couple years, but slowly chipping away at it. Most arrows you have in your games is like 200. 200 is still a good amount. Still putting in some work. Did you use a Go operator transfer save on order to change Y? I guess in order to change the battery, did I transfer? I mean, I have the files like backed up, but to change the battery, I didn't like do anything specific. I just took the battery out and put a new one in. But I do have them backed up on like saves, just in case. You never know. We just crossed over 6,100 on Rayquaza total. Probably do 100 more and then I will end the stream. And I'm gonna go play Platinum. See what else the day has to offer. I mean, maybe it could happen, but I haven't heard anything with Game Boy games getting deleted. I know with the Sorry, Game Boy Advance games. I know for like, was it like Crystal and Blue and all that? I think if you change, that might happen, but yeah, I think Scorpion's right that. I think the Gen 3 games are fine. Also, how you doing, Scorpion? What's going on? Just got home from work. I feel like I've been bunny hopping on this bike for like 20 minutes and I got one encounter. Maybe that's a bad spot. Go one down. Yeah, I just stopped doing the magnet pull. Excuse me. Because I really wanted to synchronize. I really wanted to influence the nature. I changed my mind. I think we're like maybe 1,500 encounters in with the magnet pull, and now we're switching over to synchronize. This is like the 4th synchronize encounter. You have an event distribution cart. Nice. Yeah, I had to do some like janky stuff to get my event tickets, but it overall was fine. Yeah, score from reading. I got the white flute activated. What's up, Legion? How we doing? I did activate it, but I'm gonna do it again. I feel like it's not working. I mean, ideally, yeah, but it only works. You only have one. You can only whatever's in the front of the party is the only one that works. The white flute increases the encounter rate. I don't remember what percentage by, but it increases the encounter rate. We're going for Aaron. Gonna chipping away at some more encounters with Aaron. This is like a lower priority hunt, but something I've been chipping away at. In case anyone's wondering as well, I think I got enough luxury balls to capture the Agron or the Aranin. Should be cool. Did you back up your save file using a GB operator? I tried using one last year, delete a save file. Huh. So I don't use a GBA operator. I use something else. I use like a, I don't even know what it's called. It's like one of those R4 cards, and there's like a micro SD on it, so it like acts as a DS game. So when I upload, or I guess I download the Game Boy information to that like SD card, then I could put it on my computer and like save it and mess around with it. But I don't really have any experience using the GB operator. But that's kind of unfortunate if it's deleting your stuff. Your internet went bye-bye? And hopefully it's back. You might miss it. We might get the shiny any second now. The next one could be it. We'll do 55 more resets. Come on, Rayquaza, today the day, March 8th, 2026. Do you want to shine? Does synchronize work if you are picking up a fossil or like I'm thinking of Beldum? I don't think so because you're not encountering and it has to be an encounter. Which is gifted. I don't think it works with gifted Pokemon. I think that makes sense. Hold on one second, I'm gonna mute myself.